Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I make the dry fruits laddu. This is something I keep changing the recipe, but there are certain things which remains the same. Uh, these are the ingredients for that. I tell you what is it one by one. This is the edible gum, the almond gum. This is some jaggery. This is the coconut sugar that I had, and a bit of normal jaggery, the cane jaggery, sugar cane jaggery, and coconut sugar. You can use any sweetener of your choice. And this is the this multi millet, what is that, the multi millet mix or the sattamaava mix or the porridge mix. You can replace this with atta, wheat flour, or maybe the basin, or you can replace it with the chutney dal powder, the pottukadalai powder, or the roasted gram flour is what they call, and the ghee. I'm sure you must be needing some more ghee than this, because this consumes more ghee. And these are the dry the nuts that I have kept it. This is some pumpkin seeds, cashews, almonds, pepper, cardamom, pistachios, and walnuts. What is a small trick what I do is, like, by the time I fry these gum and the edible gum and this flour, I will keep this nuts in the oven so that it gets roasted, so that I save some time and it is easy for us to make. And it's really easy because by the time we fry everything, either dry roast or fry it in the ghee, it consumes more time and it takes more ghee. So I always roast it in oven, and then straight away coarsely powder it. So these are the dry fruits that I add. You can add anything, like you can add more, like sunflower seeds or some dates, dried dates or dried apricot or something if you like. So at present I'm adding these things. This is really quick and yummy. The only thing what it takes time is to fry these flours in a really a very low flame for until the raw smell goes, and then you add this jaggery. So sorry guys, that's my daughter. She is scared of ants, so she just called me. She saw an ant. See, this is amount of jaggery. I will be using lesser than this because it doesn't consume more jaggery. It has lots of flavor from the nuts and the ghee what we add, and also it gives a nice aroma from the roasted flour, any flour for that matter, whether it is a wheat flour or a basin or chutney dal flour or this multi-millet powder. Now let us see how we are making this. First I'm going to nicely spread the nuts. I have already preheated the oven, so let me roast it until this nuts gets really light brown color or really nice roasted smell comes in. So till then I'm going to keep it in the oven. I'll show you how it gets roasted after that. I forgot to mention, I add 2-3 peppercorns, which will actually have a very little bit of heat, which cuts down the sweet flavor and a ghee flavor, and it enhances the flavor a very little. This is completely optional. You can avoid it in case if you don't like the flavor. I'm just warming the kadai, and I'm going to add some ghee to it, a little bit of ghee at present now. And I'm going to fry this edible gum. It will fry and pop up like popcorn. Nicely it will fry and fry up like a popcorn. Let us fry this. This is how the almond gum gets popped up. This one is really good for health. It has got lots of calcium and magnesium, and it's really good for ladies and for women and kids, growing children. It's completely optional. If you don't like the flavor of it, you can avoid it. Fry it nicely because we don't want any chewy, any sticky one inside. Only if you fry it nicely, it will be easy for us to powder it in the mixer. So I'm giving a nice mix, slowly turning it over and frying it so that all the sides get fried out and like it blooms up slightly. So now I have transferred the fried almond gums in the another container. Let it get cooled, and then I will grind it along with the roasted nuts. See how crunchy it is. In the same pan, I'm going to add this flour, the multi-millet one, and I'm going to roast it in very low flame until I get a nice roasted nutty flavor. It will take some time. Take your time and roast it very slowly. You can add more ghee as you mix up, and as you start roasting it, you will feel that it needs more ghee. So keep adding more ghee and roast it. I have added 1 more spoon of ghee and I'm roasting now, and you will see these kind of lumps after adding it. Just keep breaking this and then keep roasting it. Look at this. The nuts are completely roasted now. It's really quick. You preheat the oven and keep the nuts at around 160 to 170 degree. It will hardly take about 5 minutes for us to roast this nuts. 5 to 7 minutes maximum, depending on the capacity of your oven. If you have a microwave oven, you can use it in convection mode. You can roast it according to the instruction manual and you can use it. Look at the cardamom, how nicely it is roasted and puffed up. All the nuts are completely done. It's so crunchy. See, it's completely crunchy and done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cool this for some time, and then I'm going to roast it with the fried edible gum. I have grounded the roasted edible gum. This is how it looks. You can ground it coarsely. This is how it looks. The roasted nuts powder. You can grind it this much. I have done it in 2 batches. Now let us see our roasted flour. See, our multi-millet powder is completely roasted now, and this is how it looks. It looks like a wet sand, right? It is completely roasted and it has got a nice nutty aroma. So this is how it should look. Now in this I'm going to add jaggery. Now I have added jaggery in this. After roasting the flour, you add the turn off the stove and add the jaggery immediately, which will slightly melt the jaggery so that you can make the laddus, and it will be easy to hold the shape actually. So now I'm going to mix it with the dry fruits powder. Now I have added the roasted multi-millet powder in this, and then I'm giving it a nice mix so that everything mixes together, and may start rolling up when it is warm. If you feel any lumps, just press it and then do it. If you find it difficult to hold the shape, you can add 1 or 2 teaspoons of melted ghee, warm ghee, which will help to hold the shape. Oh, it's hot, so I'm mixing it nicely. It's mixed thoroughly and it is nice. It's a bit still hot, so I'm just trying to make laddu out of it. Let me try to hold the shape. And one more thing is I added more jaggery. I put the entire jaggery whatever I have shown in the video in the beginning. So let me try holding it the shape. Yes, I can hold the shape of it. So it's still warm for me, it's still nicely warm. It's not warm, it's slightly hot. So this is how you can hold the make laddus like this. I make it small because this holds the lunch box perfectly, because when I close it, the laddu doesn't break. So this is the size that I'm going to make, and now I'm going to start making laddus out of this. As we have made only a small batch now, I have roasted all the nuts together. In case if you are planning to roast the nuts, if you are planning to make a larger batch, what I would suggest is roast the almonds and cashews in one batch, and roast the pumpkin seeds, pistachios in another batch, because otherwise the pumpkin seeds, pistachios, this will get burnt out. So you can make it in 2 batches. As I had only little nuts to roast today, I kept it in 1 batch. Finish making all the laddus when when the entire mix is warm enough, otherwise it will be difficult for us to hold the shape of it. And you can add any nuts of your choice. You can add some peanuts, ground and sesame seeds, poppy seeds, whatever you like. Poppy seeds you have to add very little, and you can add a good amount of peanuts to this. This will taste really good. And here we are making laddus. Let me finish this and show it to you guys. You want to taste laddu?
Yeah.
Careful.
Thank you, Mommy.
Eat and tell me how it tastes. How is it? Yummy? You like it? Okay. Here's a verdict. She likes it. So for this one, it's yummy, and she eats it. For this one word and the way she finishes off the laddu is what all the effort is, right? So I'm happy that she likes it. I hope my younger daughter also likes this very much. Here I'm rolling my last laddu. So this is how it looks. We're done with the laddus, and it has given us 22 laddus of this size. You can keep it in an airtight container, and this will be good for about a week or 2, even 2 weeks it will be nice, but it doesn't stay that much longer in our home. It gets finished off within a week itself. So that's it, guys. This is how I make laddus. Keep changing the variants by adding different flour. We try it with besan and wheat flour and chutney dal powder, and let me know how it turns out.